How's it going, everybody? With the single-player campaign of Portal done now, which was uploaded a few hours ago, well, several hours ago at this point, and the co-op campaign with Spoon is finished. However, it is not completely uploaded. There was 4 hours of footage for that, and I think it's on like part 4 or 5 that's been uploaded. So, trying to extend that out. I imagine I'm not going to be able to upload all that by the end of the week because I want to do an hour power episode with that on like Saturday or Sunday. And that way I can get an hour of that up and people will be somewhat happy. But anyway, I'm going to try and get through the single player campaign, which I imagine I will with some difficulty. Again, I'm trying to play ahead of myself before I run into something that, you know, people get rage-tastic at. People are going to rage at anything. They're going to rage that I'm not doing it blind. They're going to rage that I get stuck in a puzzle. They're going to rage because of this and because of that and that and that. And anyway, we're just going to do new game. Actually, yep. Oh, there's a developer commentary too. I can do that later and on my own. Let's jump in here. I did not even realize they had a developer commentary because I never really looked for it. I need to do that for the first Portal. I never did it. The stuff they say is interesting. Should play through it and just go through all the director's commentary. Just pretty cool. I'm actually glad they did that for this game. I'll have to play through this again in my own time and just do that. I was thinking about doing Portal 1, just like one video, and do the director's commentary, but...
suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling.
I'm going to prematurely look up.
You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor.
That's pretty quick.
Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it. This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art.
I'm staring. Staring at the art? How long do I have to stare at this art for?
You feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music.
I like this music. Ah, damn it.
Good. Now, please return to your bed.
This is a nice room, you know. You got a microwave, I think. I think that's a microwave here. You got like a little mini fridge there, desk and a lamp, and I don't know where this door goes to. I imagine that's the bathroom, and this leads out. Can't go through any of that yet, and there's this thing which does something, and a smoke detector. Man, they really thought of everything. There's a TV up here too, a little shitty like 16-inch, 20-inch. That's not even 20 inches, would it? It's like an 18-inch TV. That's a piece of shit. Let's go to bed. I don't even want to think about watching that crappy TV. My monitor is bigger than that, and I don't even have that big of a monitor.
You have been in suspension for
9.
this courtesy call.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Subject should vacate the enrichment
Hello?
center immediately. Any test subject
Are you
not
gonna open the door
at this time
at any
will be
time?
assumed to have exercised his or her right
Hello?
to remain in extended relaxation for the
Are you Oh!
He opened the door himself.
Good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you... Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it slow.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right? Don't move. I'm going to get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you.
It's pretty much here we get taken for a little bit of a ride. I don't even know if you can die. I'm gonna see if you can die in this part in a little
All right,
bit.
down there? Can you hear me? Hello?
So clearly something terrible has gone.
Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes.
Spaces speak. Coincidentally, that's also jump.
Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind. Say apple. Apple.
Let's speak again with jumping.
Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
How do you prepare for
Hey,
a
look,
reactor core
I wasn't gonna
meltdown?
mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on?
This is pretty terrible.
The
Can I
reserve
jump off of this
power
and
ran
die?
out, so of course the whole relaxation
Let's see.
center stops
Oh,
waking
damn
up
it.
bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky.
I'm gonna find out if I can
Nobody
die.
tells me anything. No, why should you tell me anything?
Come on.
Why should I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I gonna make it through? Have I got enough space?
I don't think he's gonna make it through.
Just gotta get through here.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem.
Concentrate. And whose fault do you think it's gonna be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables? Alright, see, no, I hit that one. I hit that one.
Yeah, I don't even think you can die here if you wanted to, cause I'm trying and I'm getting
Hey, listen,
nothing.
we should get our story straight, alright? If anyone asks, and no one's gonna ask, don't worry, but if anyone asks, tell them as far as you know, the last time you checked, everyone looked pretty much alive. Alright? Not dead.
This guy is the
Okay,
worst
almost
maneuverer.
there. On the other side of that wall is one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment in there that we're gonna need to get out of here. I think this is a docking station. Get ready.
You think? What does this thing even say? It says docking
That is
station
not a docking station. So there's one mystery solved.
600
I'm
feet
gonna
below?
attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on.
Yeah, it's really technical when you're bashing a
Almost
wall.
there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time.
This bed is pretty sturdy. This all worked out pretty well.
There we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet. But at least you're a good jumper. So you got the jumping on your side. Just do your best, and I'll meet you up ahead.
Cool. Anyway, let's just jump in here.
Good luck.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open, and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, well apparently the power keeps going out because it's 12 o'clock and there's cake on this clipboard, which I didn't notice because I didn't pick that up. And I'm gonna guess this is the room that we started in the first game. And we can see ourselves again, which is cool. Kind of look the same, but we look hotter in this game, I guess. I think that's what they were going for. I don't know why, but cool, whatever. Test chamber 0.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim. You
Yeah,
have
bullshit.
just passed through an Aperture Science material emancipation drill, which vaporizes most Aperture Science equipment that touches it.
So I thought this was pretty cool when you first come through this because you basically have to go through a part of the original portal. And not much has changed except for,
If you
you
feel
know,
liquid running
screwed
down your
up.
neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
Okay. Originally I thought I could break that glass, but, yeah, you kind of have to go through an original piece of, the first game, which I thought was pretty sweet. Where's this going? That opens up there, so we need to put the cube. Is there a button in here? There's a button in here. We can do that, and we can walk out, and we've got this door open. That was pretty easy. Then we put a portal there. We need to get a gun. We're going to get the portal gun sooner or later.
Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
Yeah, because their main concern is going to be reviving me after they build society. Like, I'll even still be alive when they rebuild, so by the time they rebuild it, I'll have been dead for years.
If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to reason.
Okay. I like how it's like a leopard print turret, and it kills the guy speaking. Yeah, see, he's dead. He's smashed. But the other people start worshiping him. And he's got a crown and stuff. Leopard print. He's a pimp ass turret. He is one pimpin' ass
You made
turret.
it. There should be a portal device on that podium over there. Oh!
Wow. Thanks for lying to me, you dick.
Hello? Can you see the portal gun?
No.
Are you alive? That's important. Should have asked that first.
Oh, there it is.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on the assumption that you're still alive, and I'm still waiting for you up ahead.
He's over there somewhere. I'm taking the gun.
Then I'll come back, and assuming I can locate your dead body, I'll bury you. Alright? Brilliant. Go team! See you in an hour, hopefully. You're not dead.
Go Team Venture. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're here. We're up here. I don't know what we're doing up here, but we're up here. Going up this ramp. Where's the dude at? He's gonna be sliding in here somewhere. He'll show up. They always show up. So I need to see how loud the audio is gonna be for this, because it is turned down like super far. It is turned down
Some
super.
emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal military androids have been taught to read and provided with one copy of the laws of robotics to share. Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork.
So wait, they want me to write down all this shit myself? Bull crap! You think I'm gonna be writing down all this stuff myself? Got better stuff to do. I'm gonna write down my own test results. He's gonna give me passing grades for everything.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
I like smooth jazz. I really do. I don't know how long the smooth jazz. Oh, never mind. It shorts out pretty quick. So funny enough, I don't know if this is like a reference to the director's commentary, developer's commentary, whatever they call it, because when I got to this room, I was screwing around with it earlier, and I got to this room, and they're like, originally we didn't have glass here, so people would just shoot the portal over there and get out. And I don't know if this is a note, like a nod to it, like they just took out the glass so you can shoot over there, but you can't even. You need the cube still, I'm pretty sure, because you would have to get the portal here, and you'd have to, like, yeah, you'd have to do that. And I don't think there's any way you can do that. So, ooh, what's up here? This looks Easter egg-ish. No, probably not. Who am I to find any sort of Easter egg? Yeah, I thought this was cool, because you can pretty much go through a small piece of the first game, it would seem, and I don't want to do that. I want to do that, and I got a cube. I always think it's cool when they reference stuff like that. And I think most people think that. Except I can remember one comment on Dead Space 2 when,
Because
damn.
this message is pre-recorded, any observations related to your performance are speculation on our part. Please disregard any undeserved compliments.
Oh no! Oh well, it ramps up anyway. Oh, we're kind of getting off the beaten path here. No, what's up here? Let's see what's up here. One of the comments I had seen on Dead Space 2 was like, you go back to the Ishimura at one point, and you kind of just stomp around, because that's where the first game took place. The entire first game took place on that ship, pretty much. And in the second game, you kind of go back to that ship. And I thought it was really cool, but I remember one guy was really mad that you have to go back and thought they were kind of copping out because they didn't have to design anything. They could just use the ship. I thought it was really cool. I think most people think that too.
Being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space. Please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
Okay, so I need to get a portal over... Never mind, I need to get a portal right here. And we're gonna need some momentum. There's some poopy water. I like how the water looks way better in this game. Before it was just like brown with like random rainbow colors for some reason, but whatever. Where are we going here? We need to get over there. It looks like we're gonna need some momentum or something. What does this do? We need a cube. We're gonna need a cube. Portal, there's that. What else we got around here? Is there anything I can jump into? Is there... Okay, I've done this before. However, doesn't mean I'm gonna be completely up and up on my stuff. Okay, we got a button. Not sure what the button does. Oh, well, gets a cube. Ah, here we go. We can get the cube, and we can have it sit on the button, which the button pulls up the stairs, and that was it. That was... Thought I was gonna need to do something left. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? I am gonna need to do something fancier. Cause that does... Oh, there's a cube there. Oh, that was sweet. I think I'm gonna need to get like... Oh, actually, this should raise a bridge. Oh, look at that. That's funny. God, I think the one time I hit it and I did it perfectly. Well, I wasn't trying to do it, but I did it perfectly, and the cube shot like all the way up there, and it was bad news bears.
The Aperture Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts.
It's not that many volts, but yeah, the cube went freaking flying one of those times. It was really funny. It's always funny when something like that happens and you're not expecting it. The cube just goes flying. You're like, holy shit!
This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you.
I really hope the laws of physics were to apply in the future. However, you have no idea. Like, no, see you later. You have no idea what's gonna happen. Alright. Can I do this? No, I can't. But I can do this. I can walk up here and do this and then fly out. We got that. Look at this. Now I have a cube. That is badassery right there. I'm pretty sure I can just jump up here and put the cube there and then do what I did last time. And just shoot over there and be fine. Look at that. Give me that cube. Give me that lag.
If you are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization, welcome. And remember, testing is the future, and the future starts with you.
Okay. Well, this is clear what we need to do. I think. We need to get over here. There's a cube. Oh, man. What are we going to do with this cube? How about I put it over there? That didn't work out as well as I had hoped. That kind of did. We can put one there and try and... That was a fail. Let's try that one more time with a little bit more effort, please. A little bit more effort. Alright, what am I going to do? Oh, okay. I can just walk around this. Even though there's glass for some reason. Ah, shit. I don't have to do that again. Geronimo for the win. And fail. A little bit too much to the left there. Let's try that again. Geronimo for the win.
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, bold, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing.
He's kind of being a dick now, but we'll see. We'll see how long he lasts. We'll be back in a little bit to continue this on and see what we get. I'm sure it gets a little bit more interesting as time goes on. We'll see what happens, but for now, that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see what happens a little bit later.